What is GameFi? If GameFi is to reproduce the real financial system in the blockchain in a decentralized structure, then GameFi is a visual blockchain finance that expresses GameFi as a game. GameFi integrates the concepts of GameFi and NFT and presents it as a game to run the blockchain financial system in a more intuitive way. In specific chain game projects, GameFi game rules, props, and derivatives are built on GameFi the way NFT products operate on a logical basis. GameFi NFT attributes make all assets, props, and characters in the game unique and collectible. Combined with the attribute settings of the chain game, players can fully own the ownership of these assets in a decentralized game. In a sense, GameFi breaks the convention that game assets only belong to game development companies, allowing players to achieve financial freedom through games. In addition, compared to boring GameFi transactions, GameFi enhances the entertainment and interactivity of blockchain finance and NFT, and allows participants to profit from it through battles, copies, and social interaction. GameFi is not a simple chain game. There have been collectible trading games in the industry around 2017, combining the transaction attributes and the only private characteristics of assets of the blockchain with gameplay. But the blockchain games at this time can only be called chain games and do not have the characteristics of GameFi. The emergence of GameFi benefits from the maturity of the concept of NFT and the development of the GameFi field under the framework of the blockchain metaverse concept. Realizing the mapping of reality system in the blockchain world has become the only way to complete the concept of the metaverse today. After the game form of the metaverse combines the concepts of NFT and GameFi, the on-chain financial system has completed the gamification process. In 2020, the GameFi concept was proposed and widely recognized by the industry. Therefore, starting from the second half of 2020, a series of developments in GameFi have received the attention of the blockchain industry. After more than a year of market testing, GameFi has demonstrated its unique ecology in terms of digital asset value and chain game value interaction. Starting in March 2021, GameFi has entered explosive growth. In September 2021, GameFi has grown into an independent field of the blockchain industry and is expected to surpass the GameFi field in the short term. What are the elements of a GameFi game? Play to earn is the most basic core of GameFi games and the biggest difference from traditional games. NFT assets. In addition to the issuance of NFT coins in the game, everything in the game can be turned into NFT assets. All props, land, and characters may be objects that can be traded. Usually, this type of game also has a built-in trading market, which allows players to trade in it, but not limited to the in-game market. GameFi Decentralized Finance. The term GameFi is the abbreviation of Decentralized Finance, Decentralized Finance. Due to decentralization, the NFT assets you get in this game. It is not limited to only be traded in the market of this game, your props in Game A can be traded in other markets. DAO. DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. The application of DAO in the blockchain has different forms. For GameFi, players can no longer be just players, but have the opportunity to determine the future development of the game. For example, we said earlier that everything can be turned into NFT assets for sale in GameFi. However, if all elements can be sold, there is a risk that the balance of the game itself, as well as the playability, will be disrupted. Therefore, games can design a DAO mechanism that allows players who hold game tokens to express their opinions. What does it take to play on GameFi? Generally, most games require the following steps to start playing. 1. Create a wallet. Unlike traditional games that require a username and password, games using blockchain technology require you to identify yourself with a wallet. Depending on the game, you will need one type of wallet or another. For example, the famous game Axie Infinity requires an Ethereum-compatible wallet. 2. Add funds wallet. In order to complete step 3, you need to add funds to wallet. Depending on the game, you will need to use one or the other cryptocurrency. For example, the CryptoBlades game requires users to download MetaMask by Binance, BNB currency, and exchange it for Skill, the game's native cryptocurrency. 3. Buy basic digital assets to play. In most GameFi games, in order to generate profit, you need to do this through an avatar or similar digital asset. This means that before you can play the game, you need to buy them. For example, Axie Infinity requires its players to have 3 axes in their wallet to start playing. By the way, the virtual world of Decentraland is called a replica of a Second Life. We can work, travel, and do business in the game, which is almost the same as reality. The money in the game is replaced by mana, and mana can be directly exchanged with real cash at a certain percentage, which means that when you become a billionaire in the game, you can completely exchange these funds for real money. There is also Mana's DoFi investment project in UFT, Ultra Finance technology. The minimum annualized rate of return, APY, for weekly settlement profit is 80%. The highest profit has an annualized rate of return of 155%. The UFT platform will launch a stable series of Mana USDT products for 1H in 2022 in response to market demand. This combination mainly covers DAO governance in the DoFi compound system, NFT and land investment, ERC, 721 development and GameFi, etc.